Welcome to Fooling Around with Noel Gonzalez. Cheers, happy Cinco. Actually, I'm recording on Cinco de Mayo, but you guys probably not going to hear it till after. But welcome to the first episode of my freshman season, recording another damn podcast, infiltrating your guys' minds and hearts. So I'm trying to figure out what my radio voice is, and I'm probably gonna get super sickened by how I sound after I record and after I see this. But this is what you got: super stuffy female Chucky Finster coming at you, both on video and recording. So excuse me for my voice and a little bit nasally, sniffly. It's allergy season and pollen is alive and well, living in my nose. But let's get cracking. What is this? Who am I? I'm nobody. I'm just 27-year-old Filipina who talks too much, and it's time to put that energy to good use, I say. But other than that, honestly, I don't know what this show is about. I just want to talk about whatever I want, have whoever I want on here. It's basically another excuse to just chill and talk about things. I don't know. But yeah, I'm calling this first episode, Robbed in Oakland, because, well, the girl got robbed in Oakland. So we'll get into that a little bit later. First things first, I'm Noelle. And people probably listening to this first episode are probably family and friends because, let's face it, I don't have a social media presence. But pretty much going to just be talking about different stories, current event, personal stories from my life, specifically dating stories from my life, because those are some damn stories. I got some in my pocket. Boy, don't you doubt me. I got some stories. But the occasional rants, I would really, really, really want to talk about some topics that impact women and, you know, be part of the damn movement. Do the damn thing. First and foremost, what's on the agenda? Yeah, I'm so ill prepared for this. I don't. So my first episode was really supposed to have guests. It's supposed to be a 90s babies episode with a couple childhood friends, and as you get older, scheduling is just really, really tough now, and it's so hard to adhere to all this stuff going along the way. Wow. I'm almost regretting recording this right now because my allergies are on 100,000 trillion. Interpret that how you will. But yeah, basically getting robbed in Oakland, right? The short of it is I was out in the San Francisco area to attend my cousin's wedding, which, by the way, was super, super gorgeous, super dope. Had a great ass time, aside from the fact that my things were stolen and the whole experience. But anyway, so the wedding was a little bit outside of San Francisco. It was about an hour away. So on the way back from a wine country, where is it called? It's called Livermore. I never hear this place before, but gorgeous. Anyway, on the way back, we decided we want to hit up an In-N-Out. There with my family, mom, dad, sister, nephew. And we go to In-N-Out. Now, I know that the In-N-Out's in Oakland, and I know the reputation Oakland has, but I'm also not that stupid. I'm not gonna I'm gonna scope the place out. I'm gonna see if this place looks sketchy or whatever. It didn't. It looked like a brand new complex, super clean, super like next level. But yeah, obviously by the title you know that I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Um anyway, we do our thing, we eat, we grub, we head back out, and here's the thing though. I should have known from the jump because I never seen any fast food place, let alone a restaurant, with two, not one, two security guards surveying the parking lot, like active duty security guards patrolling and all that. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, let's do some damage. Let's get down. Let's grow. Let's eat these animal styles. Rah. So, uh, where was I? I lost my track of thought amidst all that extraness. Oh, right. So we were leaving In and Out, and we see a security guard start to perk up, and he was like, pointed out into the distance and was like, oh, hey, you, stop right there. You know, stop what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Stop, 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 da da da. All that. So, you know, my family were like, oh, that sucks. Whatever's going on over there, that's really too bad. That's a shame. But let's dip. Let's get out of here. And as we approach the car, we noticed that the glass is shattered. We're like, oh, fuck. It's us. We got robbed. Whoever that was out there, he was chasing the dude that took our things. Anyway, had to deal with that. And it was a rental car, and my cheap ass didn't get any insurance. Because, you know, your credit card, like Amex and your car insurance do offer car rental insurance, but the question is, do they cover being robbed or like criminal activity type stuff, not like a moving violation. So I'm there doing, you know, all the damage control and whatnot. And so we waited about 3 hours for cops. I mean, it is Oakland. They have like way more other crimes to solve or attend to aside from fucking someone who got robbed in the parking lot of an In and Out. That's kind of like, you was begging to get stolen from, girl. You were begging for it. But all that aside, when I first recorded this episode, I was kind of a little bit more serious about it because, you know, I just experienced that and I was pissed. I was tight. But now all I could do is really laugh about it. You know, material things are material things. I'm just lucky that I didn't have any cash. Whew, my nose. I'm just lucky I didn't have any cash on me. I gave it all away for the wedding, and all I had to do was cancel my cards. It was a bitch, let me tell you. Yeah, canceling them, getting new replacement cards on time, and all the accounts that rotate and have like, you know, memberships and auto pays and stuff like that. That was a bitch. But other than that, family's good. I'm good. I mean, Officer Shanazari, if you listen to this, holla at your girl. Jokes aside, actually, my aunt and my parents were trolling me super hard because when the cop came, he took off those glasses and he was just like, whoosh, shine them baby blue eyes. I think he's like Israeli or something, some kind of Middle Eastern whatnot. But you was fine. You could get it. But now on to the actual vacation, because I did want to talk about how cool it was. This is my first time in San Francisco. Dope place. I mean, granted, I did attend by coincidence, not on purpose, because I'm not like that, not that much like that. But during the holiday, 420, and if you guys don't really know, which you should, because this is the future, California has legalized recreational use of marijuana. So you can just imagine how fun that was. Anyway, so this portion is gonna be more of like a beginner's or first time. Um, I can't find the word. This part I'm gonna call a beginner's experience in San Francisco because that's what I was. That's what I did. That's what it is. That's how I do. And let's start with the places that I stayed in. First place we stayed in was in Chinatown. It was like a cheap ass motor inn, and I don't regret staying in a cheap motor inn because the location was just like excellent. It's called the Royal Pacific Motor Inn. Um, it's it is what it is. It's clean as it could be, but the location is dope. If you're really into like walking around, buying like fresh ingredients, it's in the middle of Chinatown. You just walk out the motel and you've got some really cute the character there is super cute because there's a lot of like street art and quaint little streets. And unlike New York, it still has character without the dirt and the grime and the nastiness, without that that nasty, dirty ass element. I don't even know what to call it. Nasty, dirty ass element. But it is. So I think one of the big reasons, and I the reason is that I know is because I asked is their taxes are insane. San Francisco pays crazy taxes, and part of that is because it goes back into the city. So I'm not saying that California politicians and people in office there versus the people in office here in the East Coast, New Jersey, New York. I'm not even saying that one is more noble or honest than the other, but just from my experience there and seeing how the city is for X amount of days, it looked dope and it was a good use of taxpayer money because it was clean. But anyway, I'm on a tangent. I do recommend this one bar if you are in Chinatown. It's nothing serious, but for a place that you just walk by and kind of discover, quote unquote, super quaint. It's called Vesuvius Cafe or Cafe Vesuvius. It's like a corner little a corner little bar. When you walk in, it doesn't look like much. It kind of looks almost like a dive bar, but like an Irish dive bar with more like artifacts and like grungy type of art. I'm using all the wrong adjectives, but you just see it for yourself. Now, the cute part is upstairs. When you walk up the little stairs, it's super quaint. It looks like some like Parisian, like ghetto Parisian bar cafe. Put those together and come up with your own damn imagery. I ain't here to do your job now. Um, but there's mad homeless people out there. Now, I feel like most of these homeless people are just straight crack meth heads or some shit because they're not like the homeless people out in New York. They're pretty harmless though. They don't heckle you or anything. So there's that. But apparently, this little tidbit of information, I don't know how accurate it is. So don't hold me to it. I heard from one of the locals that there was some kind of survey, some kind of report. I'm definitely going to look this up later. That said, homeless people out there in San Francisco make an average of over like, it's definitely got to be over like 40 grand. It's something, I forgot what the figure was, but it's like something like over 40 grand, something where I compared it to the salary of a teacher, which on its own is a damn shame for sure. And yeah, it's crazy. You could be homeless out there, but you probably have a car and you're not claiming any taxes because all that money's, free cash in hand. But yeah, that was pretty interesting to me. Oh, so the next place that we stayed in after the wedding, going back into San Francisco, was this cute hotel. Now, part of me doesn't want to even drop the hotel name because I want to keep it like my little secret. Not that it's even a secret. It's pretty sure it's well known, but and as if people are even listening to this goddamn first episode, or people gonna be running down to San Francisco and hysteria. But I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I just came from work. My brain ain't really working so well, but bear with me. It's the first episode anyway. Who's watching? Uh oh, the hotel's called Hotel Kensington or Kensington Hotel. Um I couldn't be bothered, but it's super quaint, and we were staying on the 8th floor, right? And for some reason, I decided I wanted to take the stairs down to the lobby. I forgot we were on the 8th floor or something. Wow. My nose is outrageous right now. My allergies are just on one. Sorry. But yeah, so I took the stairs down and I thought at first that it was like some spooky shit cuz some of the floors were kind of there was no light. There were no lights down in the hallway. I'm like, "Oh, hell no. Did we choose some kind of haunted ass one of those Californian like celebrity suicide hotel type things?" I'm like, "Oh no. Oh my god, floors like 4 through yeah, like floors like 4 through 2 were like pitch dark, and it didn't look like hotel rooms anymore. It looked like we fucking jumped into a portal. I don't even know. I'm just That's just how I think. Like my life's like a movie. It's really not. But anyway, we're walking down the stairs. I'm like, "Ooh, maybe we should hop on an elevator." My sister being her crazy ass, and she's like really into like artsy discoveries, and so she decided to keep going down, and we found that there's a little playhouse in the hotel, and it's like a historical one too. Like they've had many plays and productions. They still currently have plays and productions. I don't know what the theater is called, but there's that. So if you're into like weird things, like nothing that's like super state of the art. The hotel was really nice. It was really clean. It had a really nice style, so much nicer than our first one. But it's not like your modernized like chic hotel. It's a hotel with character. So, actually, yeah. I think when you look up that hotel, it tells you it's like a personality hotel, which I didn't even get when I first booked it, but anyway, shit that y'all don't care about. Neither do I. What else? What else? Ooh, okay. So we went to a spot. We tried to hit as many neighborhoods as we could to like for food and whatnot. What is this right there? Is that a light? What is this? Oh wow. I'm so new. I'm looking into my camera viewfinder because I'm also recording this on on words, Noel. I'm also recording this on a camera, and I see this like number that's oh wow. I'm bugging. I must be bugging. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna edit this part out, but anyway, we hit up Japantown. Actually during Cherry Blossom Festival. We didn't get to make the Cherry Blossom Festival because that's when my shit got robbed in Oakland. God, it just gets funnier and funnier every time I say it. But yeah, we missed it because we were waiting for a couple hours for the cops, but we ended up still being able to go out and eat, and we hit this really good ramen spot called Ramen Katagaya. That's not a word. I'm wrong, but punchline is, bottom line is, it was really good, decently priced. And when I looked it up, it was supposedly, it was called the most worthwhile ramen place, ramen spot, ramen restaurant. So, check it out or look it up. It's called like, there's really little to go on ramen. And I feel like the last part of the name starts with a K. Sounds like katana, but maybe I'm wrong too. Anyway, what else did we try out there? Ooh, if you get to go down to Fisherman's Wharf, which is, more towards the port area, which it is a ports area. There's a place called Crab House. It's pricey, but ooh, girl, try it out. So worth it. The food is so, excuse me, fresh. And on that note, I do burp a lot, so if you continue to listen to other episodes, I can't control my burps. I'm gonna try to keep it as ladylike as I can, but no apologies. Um, yeah, I can't really think of anything else I did out in San Francisco. I know I did a lot more, but nothing that I would say like, ooh, I'd recommend. The only thing I'd really, really, truly recommend is walking around. Um, for some reason, unlike walking around New York, it feels great walking around. It feels like walking 2 miles is like nothing. Although there's hills and stuff, it's just a whole. If you're going down the right streets, I guess it's very cute and I don't know, a pleasant time. Weather was a bit brisk though. I was expecting. I mean, that's me being ignorant. Is that I just assumed California would be warm, but I didn't take into consideration that it's down by the Bay Area, and it's got some ocean breeze. Definitely not tanning weather for my tropical ass. But yeah, I kind of just crammed all that vacation information into 20 minutes because I really don't have a structure for this. I kind of just really want to push out an episode while I had the time. It's about to be a crazy couple weeks. Summer coming on. Summer coming around and all that. But yeah. Oh, so I guess what to expect for this season or future episodes. Um, I'm definitely 5,000% going to be talking about Handmaid's Tale. I actually want to talk a little bit about it towards the end if I can. But sorry, I'm just looking at the time recording, see how I'm doing on that because this is my first time. I don't know what I'm doing. Like everything that's here right now, how this is rigged up, it's so elementary, and I know nothing about this whole process. Everything I have here has been either a recommendation from like my uncle who does audio stuff, like he has a band, and from not knowing shit and trying to figure out what everything means online. So I hope this was a decent first episode. I hope. I don't even know if this is going to go out. Who knows? Maybe my audio file is corrupted. But, back to what to expect. I'm all over the place. Okay, so Handmaid's Tale. Going to be a sick season. And if you don't know what Handmaid's Tale is about, please watch it. I don't care if you're a dude or I feel like a lot of times guys don't want to watch it because it's like, oh, it's about women. It's definitely about women's empowerment and shit and all this hidden meanings and incorporation with or not incorporation but like kind of foreshadowing with our current government and how things will end up if things keep going the way they are. Whatever. I know a lot of people don't want to get into that, especially guys don't feel like they would relate to this show, but Handmaid's Tale, the cinematography, just the art in the costumes and the specific color color themes, colors, whatever that they like to use is like powerful imagery. It's so powerful, and maybe it's just because I'm a woman and in 2018 and it's just super relevant, but highly recommend it. I won't even go on and spoil it for you. You can go ahead and look it up, on your own if you'd like for your own information. But I'm definitely going to be talking a lot about other shows that I find as dope conversation pieces and just super relevant or exciting. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Oh, right. Da, 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 da. Okay. A lot of my guests this season are going to be obviously friends, because I don't really have a lot of a lot of sense as to where this is really going. But the people I have lined up, like my homegirl from Brooklyn, she's gonna come out, talk about this one crazy time he had. I might as well start off the season strong with some embarrassing information about myself, because I mean, how do you get closer to an intangible audience? You can't really see. Um, I mean, you can see me if you're watching my YouTube version of this podcast, but yo, I went from this, I guess you'll figure out once other stories come out during the season, but I'm the bitch who would not be home on Cinco de Mayo, and here I am, just talking to myself, talking to my camera into my microphone, and damn, I'm satisfied with that. So, with that said, cheers. I hope your Cinco was safe and crazy and wild and fun and free. But my ass is going straight to bed.